Today, we're following up with 19-year-old Brett, who admits to underage drinking and smoking marijuana. He has 2 DUIs, he's crashed 3 cars, he claims he doesn't have a drinking problem. He says marijuana is not really a dangerous drug. Well, now Brett sits down for a real important one-on-one with Mark, a father who suffered a tragic loss because of a drunk driver.
I work at a funeral home, so basically I take care of people who end up dying. To give you a little bit of an idea of where I come from, is that many years ago, my wife and I were traveling, and all of a sudden was a car coming at me. We hit head on, threw both of our cars off the side of the road. That was what they found on the floorboard of his car were open cans of beer. I went through 14 hours of surgery just to put my face back together. My wife was in the car. She broke her back. She ruptured her intestines. Probably the most difficult part of that was the loss of our son. I had a beautiful little boy. He was 7.5 months old. He was taken from the accident and they airbagged him to a big hospital. The doctor came out and told me that if my son were to live, he was going to be a quadriplegic. And a few days later, he died. I mean, you look at all I've got left is a bunch of photographs. He was the light of my life. Have you caused any accidents yet?
No, it was just me. It was an accident, but...
Because you're drinking?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What's the next one gonna be? There gonna be another family on the road that you're gonna decide to screw around and drink a little bit and get back in a car and make it a little bit worse.
That guy's got a tough burden, doesn't he?
Tough. Yeah.
And you want to have a family. I pray to God that you're never in his situation when you have that family and some kid that's got all the answers but none of the controls hits you and your family and puts you through what Mark had to be put through. Because that's not fair to him, is it?
Not at all.
You know, Mark is part of a program called Every 15 Minutes, which speaks to teenagers about driving and drinking. Mark's here, actually. That's tough to watch, isn't it, Mark?
It is.
Tough to see those pictures again.
It was.
Yeah. Why do you do what you do?
I don't want any other family to be in the same situation. It's not worth it. You know, I'm watching Brett up there and I realized we talked and as I watched that, I'm not sure if I agree, I'm not sure if he gets it. You know, I listen to him, I watch him up here on stage and I still see that cocky attitude. So I don't live that far away from where he's at. And right now, I'm still fearful that he's going to be on the road when my family is on the road.
And you don't drive now because you've lost your license until you're 21? So you're 19 and walking. If you had your license now, do you think you would drink and drive?
Hell no. No, sorry.
Come on, just be honest.
No, seriously.
No, I'm being dead serious. I would not drink and drive again.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.